Hello everyone, welcome to Knowledge with Satish. Today I will show you something very interesting. We are going to set up a complete database server on cloud step by step. Okay, let's launch and connect EC2 instance first for installing MySQL server on AWS cloud. First of all, we need virtual computer on AWS cloud. It is a computer we are creating now. This is a Linux server. See, click on launch instance, test instance, get started. Okay, give it a name, calling MySQL practice. Okay, and select Amazon Linux 2023 only. This is free and optimize it for AWS. And instance type is T3 micro only. Create a key pair, new key pair. This is like a password to enter our server. We are creating a password. This is it will download it and keep it safe. Give some meaningful name. Hmm, key pair. Okay, and storage type security. We need to create a new security group. Okay, allow this SSH 22 port and HTTPS is for 443. This is 80, and if you want to edit, add new one, add new security group. Okay, MySQL. You need to select this. Okay, this is like a door for MySQL connection. If you will not give, connection will not come because this is a default port 3306. Okay, default. Okay, now change the storage from 8 GB to 20 GB. We need enough space for this MySQL, that's why. Okay, now launch instance. Okay, instances. Our server is starting now. This initialization check, 3 checks will come, it should complete. Then our server is ready. Yeah, 3 checks is completed. Now we are ready. See, now we will check the pre-installation checks. Let's connect to, from here I'm connecting. I selected connect. Okay. EC2 user instance. Connect. This is one way. Other way I will tell you while editing any file. So once instance is running, so now before we begin our installation, we perform a few important pre-checks. Okay. Like this is a professional practice. Always verify the environment before making any changes. First, switch to the root user because MySQL installation require administration privileges. So sudo su super user Okay. Yeah. This sudo command grant temporary. Okay. By we switch it to root. Okay. Now verify OS version. Let's improvise. Okay. Version. Let's check. Okay. See, version is Amazon Linux 2023. Yeah, we are good. Let's check MySQL pre-existence. Anyway, it will not be there because this is a new server. Yeah. Now verify root access. We have or not. Yeah, we have root access. Now installation prerequisites. MySQL installation now. I am installing OpenSSL. So MySQL requires this one because this is a security library that handles any encrypted connections. Without it, MySQL cannot start. Okay, we need to install it. That command I will take it from this document. This is the yeah OpenSSL. I told right. MySQL. Oh, it's keep broken because uninstall package because it is already existed. You know, in this Amazon Linux. Now coming to Perl. Perl is it's for MySQL installation scripts and admin utilities are written in this Perl uh, language. Okay, that's why we need to install this dependencies. Completed. Now we need to add a MySQL repository. You know, by default, Amazon Linux does not include any MySQL 8.4 in its package repositories. So we need to register the official MySQL repository first with this. From this official website, we are installing this MySQL repositories. Now we can install MySQL server from this community server. So this downloads and installs 6 packages: the server, client, plugins, common libraries, ICU data file, and shared libraries. Six total download is done now. Now we will start MySQL services. Installation only copies the files. Now we need to explicitly start this MySQL services. Before that, let's check the status. Status is inactive. See, let's start. Check the status. See now active. Now we also enable MySQL to start automatically on server reboot. You need to enable this MySQL. Yeah. So now we are MySQL. We are generating a temporary random password. for this root user, wherever root, during installation, because we retrieved from the error log files. I will show you. Temporary password we are creating for root. That is copy. Okay. Now we need to run this secure my installation, a MySQL installation. Okay. This is the critical security step that removes any insecurity defaults from the fresh MySQL installation. It will remove any default unsecurities and all. It will ask enter this password. Okay, new password. Okay, change the password. No. Remove anonymous user. Yes. Disallow root login remotely. Yes. Remove test databases access. Yes. Reload privileges tables now. Yes. It will apply changes immediately. Yeah. These steps significantly improves your MySQL security postures. Okay. Now we need to verify MySQL version. Always verify install version after installation. See 8.4.9. Okay, we can also connect to MySQL verify from inside by MySQL user is root password it will ask. Just now we created that password enter. Now select version. Yeah, 8.4.9 exit. Now create a remote root user. So after this secure installation is done, the root user can only connect from local host. It will not allow from outside the same server. So in production environment, this application server is separate from the database server, right? We need to allow remote connection. So we need to create remote users. Okay, again connect to user root password. Okay, now we create user to connect to this from outside. Okay, user is created. Now we will grant all privileges to this user. Now we will plus privileges means reload the grant tables immediately. So the new permission, whatever we given this grant, it take effect right away. We are flushing the privileges means it will take effect right now. Now we need to tune the MySQL for production performance and also this configure MySQL. This is the main configuration file. Default settings are not optimized, right? So for enterprise workloads and all, we need to set up some settings. So before that, we are taking backup. First of all, exit from this. Take the existing configuration configuration file, backup. Now edit that file, existing file. Let's see whether let's see. We will copy or add this all parameter. I will explain you one by one what is this. SQL mode, okay. What is this means SQL mode? What it will do, you know, like it enforces any um, strict data validation. It will not allow invalid data and all. It prevents the invalid data from being injected. So max connection 2000 we are giving for this MySQL. Okay, and 50 MB for this packet data. For large reporting data, bulk operation and all, it will useful. This InnoDB buffer pool and all, it is a RAM related memory for accessing memory, improving for production and all 32 GB. This is for temporary, right? That's why we are giving 1.1 GB. Test DB, right? It is read committed is isolation level prevent any dirty reads and all. Only see data that has been committed. This policy low means again this one simple password for application user. The now okay, this is done. Now we will restart the services. After modifying this configuration, we need to restart the MySQL services to get this effect, this changes. Okay, okay. Now we stop. We started. That, active. Yeah. Now the memory usage we see 461. Okay. Now earlier we see memory should be increased because the setting whatever is more we are added, right. 460. Now see 451 MB before. Now see 461 because of new settings is included, right. Buffer pool now active. These are active. Now for this enterprise application and all, we require dedicated databases. So and dedicated users. So this is the security best practice. So each database has its own user with access to limited database only. Let's create this metadata database. Okay. Okay. Now create a we connected to MySQL and we create a first database. Okay. And create a user for this database. Okay. Now grant all privileges. Done. Plus privileges to take effect this grants. Yeah, see default metadata created database. Now check the user. What users we created? Yeah, default user, default okay, already created three. This one also created third time. Okay. Now we can see all databases users. Okay, now coming to the file description configuration, this steps um, it is a performance related thing. In Linux, every resource is treated as a file. So database connection, network sockets, open tables, any log files, all consumes what are called this file descriptors. Okay. So this operating system Linux limits how many processes can use simultaneously. So to check our current limit is 65,535. This is default value. For PG MySQL server, we given 2000 connection rights in configuration file, where each connection opens multiple files for socket, tables, logs, plus Java, Node, and other services running simultaneously. The total file descriptor requirement can easily exceed this default value. So it this limits, right? So to avoid new connection refusion, okay, to double it. Now we are increasing, updating this limit in this file in VI editor. This to hardcore on software. Okay. Escape double equal, happiness mark, and we'll check the now update system configuration. So per user limit is there, right? System wide kernel parameter both must be we need to configure. So add at the end of file. This is no. I will explain it. Escape. Yes, not yeah, added. So this VM cat. Okay. See this minimum free bytes is there, right? This keep 50 megabytes for RAM always free. To prevent any system from consuming all available memory, so it will become unresponsive, right? So under any heavy load, so we reserving this 50 megabytes free. It will not give you free to any this RAM, this memory. And this file max also same. Total system wide file we are nearly 10 million. That is overall OS limit we are giving. Okay, to apply immediately, we are giving this command. To apply this system changes immediately, we are giving this C immediately. Now this reloads kernel parameters immediately. The limit configuration changes, however, requires OS reboot to take this effect. So we are now just before that, let's check this limit also how much. See, this limit is still this one. It's required reboot. After rebooting, you will come to know this will increase because we increased this limit, right, for um, file descriptions to increase available limit of this 65,000 to 1,31,000. That all. See, now it is increased after reboot. Okay, we need to install this Java. Yeah, completed. Yeah, Java is installed. See, okay, we need to set the home. This Java. So application needs this Java home environment variable to locate where is Java installation. So we configure this in the base profile. So it process. Now we need to set this Java add. Okay, SQ W2 okay, this is done. Now we need to we save the file. The supply changes immediately using this source command. It will apply these changes immediately. So let's check Java home path is set or not. Yeah, path is set. Okay. Output confirm Java home is correctly set. Now Node is required for Puppeteer. So the headless browser, like hidden browser module used by this beginners application to export any reports as a PDF file. This Puppeteer will help. Okay. So we need to add this node repository, which will support of this that repository. Okay, we adding this default Linux repository. Okay, it do not include this node 22. Yeah, once completed, verify. Okay, 242. Verify the node version. Yeah, P22. Output confirm P22 install. Now, Puppeteer is a headless Chrome browser. Automatically it's a library. When user exports any reports as a PDF or images from the application, this Puppeteer open a hidden Chrome browser backend and render that reports, save as it as a PDF, all in the background. It will not visible. It's not a visible browser window, and it will give that report back. Okay, that's so we need to install that to support those PDF reports and all. We need to add one more line. Okay, to take the effects, we need to so now check that node path for the computer. Yeah, its path is going same. Now we are done. What we have done so far? Hmm? We launched the AWS, okay, OS operating system on cloud. We need this cloud for Linux machine, okay, to run any MS SQL in engine or not. Without this server, we can't install this MySQL server. Okay, without root user, we can't install any packages. Then finally, we install MySQL 8.4. It's required as a database engine in OB. Okay, if we not installed, application cannot store any data. If the service will not start automatically, app can't connect. Okay, and secure MySQL installation by with this command MySQL secure installation. We insecure unauthorized access will may come from outside. Okay, now we created a remote user, or else nobody will not connect from outside. App cannot connect to this database. We configure this file for performance and all, for tuning memory related things, connection improvement and all, for securing encrypted connections, or else poor performance will come, slow running queries, instabilities, unload and all. And finally, we restarted all the services new. So to apply all these configuration changes, and we created databases so that application will store any data, or else it will not store any data unrequired. And we created users so that application will connect to this database. We granted permission so that application will have the permission and all. It will not give any error. And see, we installed Java. So if you not Java not there means application won't start, because that supports Java for any images related and all. And Node, we for Puppeteer this Node is required so that front end reports and all will give in PDF format. Back end this Puppeteer will generate this PDF using hidden Chrome browser. Okay, these are all we done so far.